Speaking, listening. No, that's the answer. Come on. Wake up, little buddy. You can do it. Okay, perfect. Here we go. So you are going to see some pictures. Well, not pictures, text. You know? And the indications go as follow. Indications. I will give you, or you can see over here, and I'd like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. Okay? I'd like you to imagine that a town wants more tourists to visit. Here are some ideas they are thinking about and a question for you to discuss. First, I'm going to give you some time to look at the task. So guys, if you are looking at the task, give me a thumbs up.
I see a black square on the left.
What about now?
Oh, yes, that's better.
Cool.
Oh, yes, okay.
What about Chris?
Ready?
Are you looking at the task? So get yourself a couple of seconds to see the ideas for more tourists to visit. I'm not going to give you 2 minutes. I'm going to give you 3. No, 2, because I need time for feedback. So now talk to each other about why these ideas would attract more tourists to the town. You can start.
Hello, Chris.
Hello.
What do you think about building a large nightclub? Is it a good idea to attract more tourists to the town?
Well, it depends. I think that the tourists are not going to visit our city only for the nightclubs. Are you agree?
Well, yes, I think that we need maybe more things to attract tourists. However, um, to build a large nightclub could be something really interesting, especially for young people. So it could generate like uh, 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 more attraction. It could help to to how say like to advertise our town. So I think that we need to review it carefully because it could also have some generate it could generate some issues like insecurity or maybe some fights between for the people that visit these nightclubs. But yes, I think it could be a really nice idea.
Yeah, I agree. And also, well, I think that adding more parks or providing more tasks would be a good idea for attracting more people to our town, and also it could be a good improvement for the living of the people, of the local people.
Yes, you're right. Especially maybe for families, no? I think that it could attract families, and it's also good for local population. So yes, I think that it could be better for both, not only for tourists.
Time. Good job. Okay. Okay, notes.
Okay.
Let's go through your use of language notes.
Yes, I feel that 3 minutes, well, 2 minutes, sorry, it's it's not enough sometimes because
Yes,
it,
exactly.
it it takes me a few seconds to generate the idea because
Yes.
even in Spanish, and then
Even in
try to
Spanish.
express it and try to express it in English, it's something a little difficult.
That's natural. That's
Okay.
natural. And that's exactly the point. I am very, very um uh patient. And I would say too patient with people because I let you think about your idea, and then I let
Mm-hmm.
you speak with it, give your corrections and everything. But that's not a real situation out there. Not at work, not in a conversation, and not in an exam. Really, with me, I will like we are using very slow methods to actually make you pay attention to the details that I need you to pay attention with. But in real life, it's like quickly, you know?
Yes.
Quickly. So I agree. I was going to give you 3 minutes because I think 2 minutes is nothing, and we cannot explore all the possible things that happen in a conversation. But they are focusing on immediate speaking. That's the reason writing has more value on the exam than speaking. Speaking is really
Okay. Yeah.
less important, you know? And that's the reason I emphasize on your structures, because the most important things for exams is writing. And you can transfer that to speaking easily, you know? So I agree. I know what you are talking about. Anyway,
Okay.
let's talk about right now about the use of language feedback, and then I'm going to help you with vocabulary. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Um, First, we're going to go through some pronunciation issues. How do you pronounce this, Isaac?
Large.
Yes, you continue saying larg.
Oh. Okay.
Be careful. That G
Large.
of yours, like that's a Spanglish attack. You
Okay.
know, Christian, how do you pronounce this word?
Clap.
Ah, you know. So don't say club. You know, nightclub
Yes. It's something difficult to pay attention to the details when you are trying to express.
to survive. Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but it's not impossible. It's about, of course, it's bringing the correct words to your head and then pronounce them correctly. It's like a second step. So if you know the word, detect it and correct it. Remember this tip. If you self-correct, the assessment will get positive points.
Okay.
So whenever you heard yourself and you said, "Oh no, I said club," go back, go back and say it again. That's positive for everybody. Okay. Number two, Chris, what's the problem in this question? I think you know. If you don't know, I can show you.
No, no,
No?
no.
Really? Yes.
The
Agree.
structure of the,
Of the sentence, no?
of the question. Yeah.
What is the word family for the word agree?
It's a verb, no?
Correct.
Agree.
And because agree is a verb, grammatically you cannot use that as second verb. You know what I mean, Chris?
Yeah.
What is the auxiliary that we use to ask with verbs?
Do you agree?
Yes. Use to
Mm,
with verbs. This
okay.
happens because you are translating the word estás. And when you think about estás, then you're going to use are automatically.
Mm,
Be careful. That's the, what's the name of this? The intrusive thoughts. Mhm.
got it.
Got it?
Got it.
Jesus Christ. Perfect. Let's go to the next. To view a nice nightclub. Okay. The word view as a verb exists. So I'm not going to deny it. But is it a synonym of see? Oh, why did I open Facebook? Here. You see, it's like my muscle memory. View. View as a verb. To think about something in a particular way. How do you view your position?
To think about, ouch, something in a particular, ow, in a way.
That sounds weird. Look at something. People came from all over the world to view her work. So when view is a synonym of is a synonym of look at, not a synonym of see. So this is a B2 ability. What is the difference between see and look at? No?
I'm reading the definition, but I think that that look at is like no, I don't know. I think that it could be like something like analyze something.
That's the thing. What's the difference between look at and see? Look at is not a synonym of see. A person in B1 would consider that a synonym because the word in Spanish. But if I say, come and look at the monkey,
It's like physically.
it's like physically putting my eyes on the monkey,
Exactly.
right? If I see the monkey, I'm not only physically doing it. I'm watching, I'm observing. You know? So you don't see a thing in particular, you see. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Therefore, look at is not a synonym of see, and for that reason, view cannot be applied in the example you made over here. You know? The word would be see.
Okay.
Now, if you are using it in a formal way, that's probable. But you would need people came from all over the world to view a nice nightclub. That sounds very weird.
Yes.
View something, to
It,
visit a
it was
house.
mine. It was mine, right?
It was yours, but the problem is that sometimes it's correct. In the definition, we have another one. Let me show you. Number
Yeah.
3, view something. To visit a house. Ah, no, before deciding whether you buy or rent it. No, forget it. No, that's not the one. No, use the word view whenever you are thinking on the word look.
Okay.
That's going to be the observation here. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Next, it could help to advertise our town. It could help.
I,
It could help to
I,
advertise
it
our.
could be better like promote. Or no,
No, the word advertise is good. Is good.
okay.
We have no problem here. The problem goes on the 2. It could help advertise. The word help is transitive, brother. Remember
Oh
that?
yes, it could help advertising or town. No,
No.
no.
Let's go back. Structures
Okay.
handbook.
Yep.
Structures handbook. No, the structures handbook. No, let's go directly here.
Okay.
It's the same information. It's only a different thing. It's because I need to open it.
Okay. Okay.
So what will be slower to find it here? All right. Look at this. Person, help person. These are special
Help.
formulas.
Yes, I remember them.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The dog helps him cross the street. It's not correct to say the dog helps him to cross. I mean,
The
it's not incorrect, but that's not common.
okay. Yeah.
For B2, this would be the correction. Okay. And last but not least, between the people that visit these nightclubs, this would be the
Among.
word between is exactly what happens with what happened what you said with Silvana and you.
Yeah.
It's a common thing.
Sorry, could you repeat?
It's a common thing.
What? I don't understand.
When you spoke about what the problem you have with Silvana and you when there's
Or
cold weather,
among us.
it's a common thing among us. In this case, this would be a
Uh-huh.
popular site.
Among the people that visit this
Uh-huh.
nightclub. What's the difference between those words?
It's really, really different. Look at this.
Yeah.
The word between is talking about one object between two things,
Okay.
you see? And when you say among,
It's like it's just uh, uh, then there are more than 2 or 3 objects.
yes, there's a lot of people. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. I
That's the
get it.
reason the video game was Among Us.
Yes, the gods among us. No? Was
Yes, there was one impostor among the group.
oh no, I was talking about the other one. One for I think is for from DC or something like that.
Which one?
God among us.
God
Gods.
Among Us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Oh,
there's probably one of us is God.
and also among us. I didn't remember that one.
Mhm.
I
We
think
should play. So cool.
I've never played it.
Dude, it's a great way to exercise English. Hey, we can play Among Us. Jeez, I'm gonna take that as a note. That's gonna be super cool. Let me take that note.
Yes, it could be really nice.
It's super cool. I watched, oh my God, and you can practice verbs in past. Play Among Us.
Okay, one class. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good idea because everybody have problems with verbs in past. Jesus Christ. Like in all over the levels. And like B1, B2, A2, everyone. Interesting. Very nice. Anyway, those are the use of language corrections, right? Congratulations, Grace. You actually, there was not a lot of comments on this. So we would need, in your particular case, to use new vocabulary and new words. And yesterday we were talking about a particular group of words that we need to master. Do you remember what the word those?
Did you say yesterday or when?
Yesterday we talked about a group of words that we need to start using to actually,
Adverbs?
exactly, sir. We need
Yeah,
to use adverbs.
I know some of them, but it's kind of difficult using using them in
To use
a
them.
conversation, to use it in a conversation.
Oh, yes. That's the reason it's so important to use them because
Basically,
basically, usually, some of them are very easy and they are used on beginners conversations.
specifically,
But then you have those, exactly,
specifically.
and those become a little bit more interesting. I had a slide before. I don't know where is it.
I know a trick. I know a trick for the pronunciation of those words.
What is it?
When the ending is ALE,
Uh-huh.
the pronunciation is Cali,
Correct.
like a city in Colombia, Cali.
Cali. Uh-huh. Correct. And that's it?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's a beginner. That's good. Uh-huh. Cali. Now, the other expansion would be knowing what they do, their function in the sentence. And it's over here. Usage. Here it is. They have 3 ways to add information to an idea. Number 1, they can describe the way you do something. For example, when you said usually, for example, or when you say fantastically, it's a direct description. But then the word specifically is not function number 1. The word specifically can be used for decorating a sentence. So how do you decorate a sentence? You use more information using, like, for example, specifically, accordingly, furthermore, like, and then will be like words that can help you enhance your speech. The other number 2 is emphasis, like very, so, to, really, etc. They are adverbs too. That's the reason we have them over here on number 2. So we are going to focus on the decorating the sentence. I think this one is the most difficult ones that we need to use. And that's for everybody. So let's go through the lists again. My word lists. And we go to We go back because that was the wrong link. Word lists. No, my word list, no, damn it. Word list home. Go to list. Filtered by just C1 and B2. And then hit Control F. Other. So let's begin with afterwards. Okay, definition and expression. Jessica Solis. Good night.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
Definition and expression.
Yes, please. And pronunciation.
Afterwards.
Good. No, what?
Afterwards. Words.
Afterwards. Afterwards.
Afterwards.
Afterwards.
Good.
Okay, afterwards.
Action.
At a later time after an event that has already been mentioned.
Mentioned. Perfect.
Afterwards, she was sorry for what she said.
Good. Who can tell me the synonym for afterwards in this case? What's the definition in this case?
Before?
Look at the definition. In the definition, you have the synonyms always.
After later time, a later time.
Almost incomplete, but yes, you're close.
At a later time.
Excellent. At a later time. Remember that you can find a synonym can be a group of words, a cookie. So afterwards is not only later time because you cannot replace later time she was sorry, you know? Sounds incomplete, no?
Yeah.
The synonym should be able to replace the original word. So if you say at a later time, or for example, after the class, after the gym, after whatever I did, it will be better to use afterwards. Give me an example. Who wants to try? Mm-hmm. Not everybody at the same time.
Afterward.
Okay, now everybody at the same time.
First, no, I'm thinking an example. Please go ahead, Chris.
Okay, go, Chris.
Well, I don't know if it's correct, but afterward, I eat. I fell asleep.
Close. No, you are using the word in your mind. You're using after. So after is not similar to afterwards.
Okay.
If you say after, that's correct. After I eat, what did you say? After I eat?
I eat. I feel, I fell asleep.
You fell asleep. So how do you manage this? At a later time should be used after a period. You know, you say this event, number one, period, afterwards, comma, second event. Try to reorganize
Okay.
your idea. Go on. It's event number 1. Afterwards, event number 2. Chris, are you there?
Sorry?
Say your example again. Reorganize your example.
Okay. Afterward,
Again,
I
event number 1. Afterwards, event number 2.
afterward.
Event
Okay.
number 1.
I eat
I eat.
afterwards. I
Afterwards.
fell asleep.
Exactly.
Okay.
See? That's an example in a very didactical way, but that's not the way we use it. Look at this example. Let's go out now and eat afterwards. So let's go out now and eat after we go out, you know? I wanted to practice your speech and check adverbs afterwards. Think about another example while I pass to Isaac.
Oh, no.
Tell me, what are you going to do? What do you usually do on Christmas with your family?
We usually have a dinner.
Dinner is not
After
countable.
have dinner.
Okay.
We usually have dinner. Afterwards, we, how do you say, cheer when you
No, we
how to say,
toast.
toast.
Mhm.
We usually have dinner afterwards. Is it toast a verb?
Yes.
Oh, after we toast.
Nice. After we, again.
After we
It's not after we.
after sorry. We usually have dinner afterwards. Toast.
Who toasts? Person, verb, complement.
We toast.
Yes, one more time.
Okay, yes. We usually have dinner afterwards. We toast.
Exactly.
Okay.
Those are 2 sentences, eh? We usually have dinner, period. Afterwards, we toast. It's
Okay,
not
yeah.
one idea because afterwards is not a connector.
Okay.
It's not like because. And it's not like after. After is a connector.
Yes.
This is not. This is what I like to call introductory adverb. Why introductory? Because you introduce the next sentence.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
And you can expand it even better with shortly. Give me definition, Isaac.
Yes. Shortly. A short time, not long. She arrived shortly after us. I saw him shortly before he died.
Do you understand shortly now?
Yep.
Right? It's like in a short time later.
Okay, yeah.
Or no, you can say shortly after or shortly before. Shortly
Okay, so
afterwards.
it works in both senses.
It can be both. It's only a short time. It doesn't matter if
Okay.
it's front or back.
Okay.
Let's try to use an example of what happens shortly afterwards. Jesse, what happens shortly afterwards the movie starts in the cinema?
Teacher, I didn't understand clearly, sorry, afterwards.
Okay, let's go back. At a later time. Do you understand this?
Yes, but
So,
I don't know if I confused with the with after an event that has already been mentioned. But in the examples, I am not sure. For example, I understood that somebody say something, and afterwards she was sorry for example, somebody said something, and afterwards, in the example, said she was sorry for what she said. But an event is before, right?
yes, the event that was before was this. She said something before. Actually, this apostrophe D is had past before past.
Okay.
So she said something and then she was sorry.
Okay.
At a later time, she was sorry.
Okay.
You see?
She was sorry for what she said. Okay, yeah.
She had.
Yeah.
If it's difficult to understand the contraction, separate it. Afterwards, she
Yeah.
was sorry for what she had said
He
before.
had said.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But but in the example that is that yes, in the example that Isaac and Christian said,
Mhm.
I didn't understood.
The thing is, you need to associate a word with a possible substitution. For example, if you say, I am happy, can I replace the word with am with feel?
Yes.
Correct. I can substitute the word am with feel because it's technically the same meaning. So whenever you are having problems trying to understand a very strange word, find a piece of information that can
Okay.
replace it.
Okay.
So read this sentence, but instead of saying afterwards, say at a later time.
At a later time, she was sorry for what she said.
What about that now?
I understood better.
You understood better, right?
Yes.
So that's a very good ability to develop because you are associating new words to words that you previously knew.
Okay.
And then you can expand your speech and you can use more advanced words.
Okay.
You see? So now that you understand afterwards, question: what happens shortly afterwards the movie starts in the cinema?
It's only a question, right?
To you?
I start to eat popcorns.
Popcorn is uncountable.
To eat popcorns uncountable.
Popcorn is uncountable. You cannot pluralize popcorn.
Popcorn.
Correct. One more time.
I start to eat popcorn.
When?
when
Eliminate when.
after where
Transition.
afterward
How afterwards.
afterwards.
Yeah, sure. How afterwards? Very long afterwards?
After
Short.
shortly afterwards.
Yes.
Shortly afterwards. The movie started.
Excellent. Now say it again with fluency. 1, 2, 3, action.
Okay. I start with popcorns.
Whoa. Popcorn is uncountable.
Sorry, I start to eat popcorn shortly afterward. Afterwards, the movie started.
Correct. Oh, yes. And you should write this example.
Okay.
You should definitely write this example. Good. Shortly.
I have an example. I don't know if it's correct.
Awesome. Let's go, Chris. 1, 2, 3, action.
The meeting ended shortly. Afterwards, I joined.
Yes, that's perfect. So I understand you joined the meeting and then everybody's like, bye-bye, see you guys. See you tomorrow. And boom, bye Zoom.
Good night.
Aha, exactly. That's correct.
One question. Afterwards can be first
Sure.
or okay.
You can use it to begin the sentence or after the verb.
So I can say I joined the meeting. Afterwards, the meeting ended shortly.
No, you are using it as after. It sounds like a connector, and this is not a connector. Look at this. He took his family to supper at a restaurant, comma, and soon afterwards. You see? We are connecting and then giving more information.
Okay.
Try to build your example using and. But just give you a moment because Jessie is in the chat. Hello, Jess.
Hello, teacher. Good night. Good night, everyone. I will take attendance, please. Is here Christian? Hello, Christian. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you, Chris. Jessie. Hello, Jessie. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Thank you, Jessie. Isaac. Hello, Isaac. Good night.
Hello, good night.
Thank you. And Sil. Hello. Are you there?
No, she's not.
All right, Isaac. Thank you. So, thank you, everyone. Have a good night and get a rest for this weekend.
Oh, yes.
For your exam on Monday.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you, yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
See you. Awesome. Why the face, Chris?
The exam will be Friday, on Monday, sorry?
On Monday, my man. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, a month has passed. That's crazy. But yes, that's a word afterwards. So try to reveal your sentence, your example of the meeting, using and.
And soon after, he took his family to super.
No, but your example, the example of the meeting.
Yeah, and soon after. Okay. I joined the meeting and soon afterwards, it, sorry, shortly end.
Shortly what?
Shortly? No, it's not the word.
No, yeah, the word is shortly, but organize your idea. I am confused on the next
I
part.
joined the meeting and soon afterwards.
Okay, what happened with shortly? Shortly replaces soon. It's a synonym.
Okay, correct. I joined the meeting and shortly afterwards it ended.
It ended. Ta-da! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. That's the meaning of afterwards. Jesus. We have to word apparently. Don't worry, look at this. If you want to, think about this. Do you want to have a training on adverbs for 1 month more, or do you want to do the exam on Monday? Let's think about it a little because this vocabulary, I thought it was going to be like super easy for everybody to like, nah, it's easy and we'll catch it. But we spent 20 minutes in one word. That's crazy.
Yes.
If you,
Let me sleep on it.
yes, that will be a good idea. Sleep on it, check it. And if you want a training on adverbs, we can do that. All right. Meanwhile, if you have corporate Christmas parties, enjoy them. And I will see you on Monday.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. See you.
Thank you.
Have a
See you.
wonderful night. See you guys.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, Jesse.